got to share the mic a little bit, right? So what's the main topic for this episode of The Civil Canadian, Scott?
Marvel has named Kevin Feige Chief Creative Officer of Marvel Entertainment.
So pretty much God.
He's pretty much controlling everything.
So he's the Marvel King or the God. They crowned
him the king.
Wow. So he's basically what, Scotty? He's taking over what, or he's overseeing what?
So he's overseeing, obviously, the movies, which he's already doing, the cartoons,
excellent,
the TV shows, the comic books as well. I don't know about video games, but I think those are the main ones.
How about comic books, you said? You think he's going to end up, obviously, Disney Plus.
Yeah, so
right?
All the MCU shows are already.
So what does this mean, Scotty? So people can understand the levity of this whole situation.
So that means Marvel will not make shit content.
And everything could be connected to each other now.
Everything's going to be connected. And I don't know.
I think it's the first time ever, Scotty.
First time ever that all the TV shows.
And any company across the board or anything.
Because Warner Brothers is not doing it with DC.
Nope.
So
they have their own separate division, and they do it's not connected in any way.
Yep.
Could you imagine, Scotty, what we can get?
So what Kevin Feige can do is, now that he has full control over comics, he can make like prologues to the actual movies.
So he can actually make comic books to
the movies,
but he can also make cartoon adaptations of the movies, how DC does with their comics here and there. That'd be sick, man.
So if they think, for example, if WandaVision doesn't work out too well, they can transfer that over to animation.
Yeah.
Right?
Or
Or they can make it like, I guess, a comic book instead. They could do that. I don't know.
Yeah, they can make stories because he has control of everything that's being done. So you're not going to have 20 different versions of the same character.
Right.
You know, in the comic books, he's doing this. In the cartoon series, he's doing something else. In the movies, he's doing something else.
It's all going to be connected.
It's all one solid through line, I guess, through all. I can't wait, man.
And
it's gonna be
Sony
amazing.
says Feige didn't have time for Spider-Man. What is this?
See, what I'm wondering now, Scotty, what's going to happen, Scotty? You know, we got Feige with Star Wars, too. He's in charge of that. I know he's going to delegate and stuff because he's going to put people in different things that he trusts that have been working with him for years now. Over a decade, right?
Yeah.
So I think he'll be fine, but I think he's going to stick to more the MCU part of it, right?
Star Wars, he's just going to help out with Star Wars because they're struggling a bit with that franchise, but Kevin Feige is full control of Marvel, so like I said,
just sick.
It's like if he has influence even on the video games, you know how good these things are going to be?
That's good, because now we can get the actual actors to put the voices.
Exactly.
Scotty, that's the one thing with that stupid, what is it, 3D experience, what was that Avengers one?
The damage control, Avengers damage control.
What turned me off of that, it looked pretty cool, okay, don't get me wrong, and then they threw a whole bunch of crap together, that's besides the point. The voices. When I don't hear Chris Evans as Captain America or what do you call it, RBJ as Tony Stark, I don't want to have anything to do with it. Yeah. To me, it's like, it's fake.
Yeah, none of the voice actors were in it, I don't think.
How much was that stupid experience thing, apparently?
Just for one person, it was $35. Canadian. So for Americans, that's like
$25
$25,
probably.
$19, whatever.
Are you serious? For how long? Do we know how long it's supposed to last?
2 hours. It's like a movie.
You actually go to the damn thing for 2 hours?
Yeah, you go and put on a suit and go in.
Will you go in like groups, kind of?
Yeah, pairs of two. That would have been fun. It would have been more fun if it was.
So you actually walk through like is it contained in a room? Or what the hell do you do? Or do you actually walk through like a warehouse or some shit?
So you put on a headset with like a backpack, and you just walk. You follow wherever it tells you.
Is it like a maze? Like you know, like you walk through like a warehouse, like maybe 2 levels? Because the thing is, to walk in one damn room back and forth is kind of dumb because you're gonna bump into a whole bunch of people.
Yeah, no, it's one black room that's like really big, and you just
so like one whole straight flat that could be whatever meters long, and you kind of go from room to room, and it's basically from location to location.
Right.
I don't know.
And they brought Ultron back, so I don't know if this is canon to anything, which I don't think it is.
I think it's just for people to get excited, to keep people busy until they relaunch all the MCU again and all that crap, you know?
Yeah.
You know, and Scotty, this is another good way now that Kevin Feige has full control now of the X-Men. Because now they're starting the series from scratch.
Yep.
So if he can give his input now and he can kind of shape the universe and the comic books, it'll make it easier for everybody now to follow the X-Men, and then he can connect Captain Marvel with the X-Men.
And the good thing about it is, the good thing about him taking full control is You don't actually need to go to an actual comic book store to read the comics. You can get that app Marvel Unlimited, and you can read all the new comics through there.
So everything is connected and it's more fluidity.
Yeah, so like this,
That's damn cool,
if
man.
Kevin Feige's like, oh, if you want to know what happens before this movie, if you want to know the prologue, or
Go check this out.
check this out, if you want to see the epilogue of this movie, read
And
that.
you know, that's going to bring Marvel Disney a lot of money, because you know what? If those comic books and thing are directly tied now to the MCU movies and stuff,
Yeah.
you know everybody's going to subscribe now to Disney Plus or to those specific apps, and they'll pay the $1, $2, $3, whatever the hell it is, because everybody wants to know what the hell happens before the movie even comes out.
Yes.
Ching, ching, ching.
Ching, ching,
right?
ching. Yeah.
Good call. I'm happy. He deserves it. If
very
there's
happy.
anybody who deserves it in movie entertainment,
Yeah.
it's that man. Like, since he got shitted on, right? Before and whatever.
Yeah, he got shitted on Fox and
Working with
Sony.
Fantastic Four and all this
Yeah,
crap.
no.
And you know what? It's just good to see that hard work pays off. And if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't have the 22 movies, right, Scotty?
Exactly, 23 actually.
What 23?
The two Spider-Man movies.
That are coming out after?
No, the Spider-Man, the Far From Home made 23.
You sure it wasn't 22?
Endgame was 22. Spider-Man was 23.
I give up. The king gives up.
Well, let me just say, Kevin Feige has full control of Marvel movies, Marvel TV, Marvel comics, Marvel animation.
The whole universe.
And the last thing he has full control of is my wallet.
That's not a good thing, Scotty.
No, but he has
We're gonna have to lock it up in the Civil Canadians vault.
I
bud,
think so.
Because you know what, we're gonna be broke before
Dude.
you're gonna be broke before you reach the age of 30.
Oh, dude.
King's already done. He's dead. He's 1 foot in the grave. You know.
Dude,
So I don't know.
Look what's coming out in a couple of weeks with Disney Plus.
That's gonna be crazy.
And-
This guy won't be able to sleep. When's the
and-
Marvel stuff coming on that?
And
though?
the thing is, the Marvel stuff won't be coming till next year.
So we're gonna get Star Wars.
Yeah, you're gonna get the whatever you call that
Star Wars.
Star Wars thingamajiggy.
Mandalorian.
Yeah,
Don't ask me what the hell the Mandalorian is or where that person's from, whatever. I have no clue. All I remember, Scotty, barely, is the original trilogy, a little bit of the prequels, and the last 2 movies. Other than that, don't ask me what's canon, what's not canon, the Rebels and this and that and the different planets. I have no clue.
Whatever. We're happy. Kevin Feige's in charge of
You
everything
deserve it.
because he worked hard. He proved himself and to the world that he can do it, and that's it.
Good. So you guys chime in on the main topic. Let us know what you think. Did Kevin Feige deserve the crown?
Yeah.
The new Marvel crown, I'm going to call it. Being king, because I'm the king around here. There's no other person to be king.